Hey family, I'm Yogi Farron and welcome back to day 21 of your 30-day yoga journey. And of course, I had to say 21 like that. You know why. If you're not already, join me in a comfortable seat right in the center of your mat. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment to let me know how your flow is going at home. I absolutely love hearing from you all. Once you found your comfortable seat, let's get settled into today's flow. Today's flow is dedicated to rest. So we're going to move through some resting asanas that you may use in the morning when you first wake up or right before you go to bed. Place your hands on top of your knees and close your eyes as we get settled into today's practice. On an inhale, bring your shoulders up by your ears. Exhale and allow them to melt down towards your mat. Bring your hands right in the center of your chest, right over your heart chakra, and let's set an intention for today's flow. What do you want to bring to your mat today? Take some breaths as you focus in on that intention and quiet all the noise outside of the space. This time is for you. Take one more round of breath, and on an exhale, slowly bat your eyes open. Welcome back. Bring your hands to rest outside of your body and allowing only your fingertips to graze the mat. On an inhale, you slowly lift your arms and they meet in prayer up above your head. Your gaze follows. Exhale, your hands slice down in front of your heart center, finding their way back to your mat. Take another inhale. Hands lift up, hands meet in prayer. Exhale, hands slice down through your center and make your way back to the mat. One more, biggest inhale. Hands meet in prayer, gaze follows. Exhale, your hands slice down through your heart center, back to the mat. Great job. Place your hands on your knees. And on an inhale, you're going to round your spine as you slowly send your gaze to your belly button for seated cat pose. On an exhale, you slowly send your gaze up to the sky as you stick your butt out and reverse your spine motion for cow. Inhale. Send your gaze to your belly button as you round your spine for seated cat. Exhale. Reverse the motions and that gaze up. Your butt sticks out on the mat for cow pose. Last inhale. Send that gaze to that belly button, round your spine for cat pose. Exhale and release. Allow that arch in your back, gaze goes up, cow pose. Release back to center to a neutral position and bring both your hands over to the right side of your body. Slowly uncross your legs as you make your way to tabletop position. Placing each of your hands underneath your shoulders, parallel with your knees, and they should be about hip-width distance apart. On an inhale, extend your right arm out to your side. On an exhale, you're going to take that right arm and thread it in between your left arm and left leg. Bend your elbow as you slowly guide that right shoulder to the mat. Once your shoulder has reached the mat, extend that left arm up above your head. Send your gaze forward, relax your shoulders. Thread the needle. Take a few rounds of breath here, allowing the tops of your feet to graze the mat. Be sure there's no pressure on your shoulder, your head, or your knees. On your next exhale, use that left hand to help guide your right shoulder off the mat. Follow your breath. Move with your breath. There's no rush. Place your hand back in tabletop position. On your next inhale, extend that left arm out to the side and let's do the opposite side. Threading the needle on the right side in between our right arm and right leg. Guide that left shoulder to the mat. Once your shoulder has met the mat, extend that right arm above your crown. Gaze is forward. If your shoulders are creeping up by your ears, we exhale and release them down. Take one more round of breath here. Next, use that right arm to help guide your left shoulder off the mat. Back the way it came, back to tabletop position. Place both your hands underneath your shoulders. And next, we're going to shift forward a little before we slowly rotate our body in a clockwise position. Sending our butt back towards our feet in a place of comfort, and up and back around to meet our hands at the top. Take 3 circles in the clockwise position, moving with your breath, leaning into what feels good in your body. So maybe you go a little bit further forward or a little bit further backwards. Lean into what feels good. Once you made 3 complete rotations on one side, reverse and go clockwise or counterclockwise. Being sure to follow your breath and take your time as we make these hip circles with our body. Once you made 3 full rotations with your body after following your breath, find a place of stillness. Spread your fingertips into the mat. Allow the tops of your toes to graze your mat. And next, extend that right arm out to the side. On your next exhale, you're going to thread the needle on the left side again, slowly guiding that right shoulder to your mat with gentleness. Next, extend your left arm above your crown. Your gaze is forward. Thread the needle. Take this moment to check your hips alignment. It still should be squared with the mat. Your gaze should be forward. Check in on your shoulders. Are they creeping up by your ears? It's okay. Exhale and release them down. On your next round of breath, use that left arm, that left hand to help guide that right shoulder off the mat as you unthread your needle. Place it back in tabletop position. On your next inhale, extend that left arm out to the side and then begin to thread the needle on the right side, guiding that left shoulder down to the mat with gentleness. And next, extending that right arm up above your crown, allowing only your fingertips to touch. Your gaze is forward, neck is extended. Hips are squared towards your mat. Take one more round of breath here. And on your next exhale, use that right arm to help guide your shoulder off the mat with gentleness back to tabletop position. Place both of your hands underneath your shoulders and slowly take a rotation in counterclockwise position. Moving with your breath, leaning into what feels good for your body. And take 3 light rotations as you send your butt back towards your feet and then up to meet your hands. Once you've made 3 full rotations, then go the opposite way for clockwise direction. Making circles with our body, following our breath. And you may go as quick or as slow as what feels good for your body. Find a place of stillness. Bring your toes together and spread your knees as wide as the mat. Slowly guide your butt down to meet your feet and extend your arms above your crown as you guide your forehead down to your mat for extended child's pose. If this is comfortable, take a few rounds of breath here with your arms fully extended above your crown. With each round of breath, you feel your body, your chest, your torso inch closer and closer to the ground. You feel your body getting closer, more with oneness with your mat. If it's more comfortable, take this moment to allow a slight bend in your elbows instead of fully extending above your crown as you melt into your mat. extended child's pose and child's pose are great resting postures. Great to start your days with or end your day with. On your next round of breath, use your hands to help guide your forehead up off the mat. And place one hand behind each other as you make your way back to your body. Bring your knees together and come back to tabletop position. Place each of your hands underneath your shoulders, and on the next inhale, extend that right arm out to the side and thread it on the left side, guiding that right shoulder to your mat. Last time, moving with gentleness and with your breath. Extend that left arm above your crown, your gaze is forward, neck is relaxed. If your shoulders are creeping, you know what to do. Exhale and send them back down. Take one more round of breath here. Only your left fingertips touch the top of the mat or the ground, as mine are extended above my mat. On your next exhale, use that left hand to help guide your right shoulder up off your mat, placing it back in tabletop position. Extend that left arm out to the side. Exhale as you slowly thread the needle on the opposite side, guiding that left shoulder down to the mat and extending that right arm over your crown. Gaze is forward, neck is relaxed. Feet gently graze the top of your mat. Take one more round of breath here. Checking in on your hips, making sure they're squared to the ground. On your next exhale, use that right arm to help guide your left shoulder off the mat, placing it back in tabletop position. Bring both your toes together, heels separate as wide as your mat, and guide your butt back to meet your feet. We're moving to child's pose. You have the option for a fully extended child's pose. As you guide your forehead to the mat, both of your arms are extended above your crown. Take a few rounds of breath here, or allow a slight bend and relax your arms. As you feel your torso guided closer and closer to the mat. On your next exhale, use your hands to help guide your forehead off the mat, placing one hand behind each other as you make your way back up to your seated position. Bring your knees together and bring both your hands over to the left side of your body. Swing your knees, your legs out in front of you, and scooch your booty down to the center of your mat. Extend both of your legs out in front of you as you guide your back down to your mat, as if we're going to Savasana. On an inhale, slowly bend your right knee. Flex your left foot, send your gaze up to the sky. Take this moment to check your shoulders alignment. Are you flush with your mat? It's okay. Sometimes I wiggle them to release them. On your next round of breath, grab that right leg right under your knee, sending your gaze up to the sky. Be sure you're not crunching your neck. Flex that left foot. And next, we're going to pretend to make a circle with that right knee in the sky, taking it in a clockwise direction. Make 3 loving, slow circles with that knee in the sky. And once you made your 3 circles, release your knee, releasing your hands, and release your right foot back to meet your left. On your next round of breath, bend your left foot, send your gaze up to the sky, flex that right foot up. Take this moment to check in on your shoulders, maybe wiggle it out. On your next round of breath, grab that left foot, and now let's make slight circles on the opposite side. Moving in clockwise direction, drawing circles with our knee. Once you've made 3 complete circles in the sky, find a place of stillness. Release your hands back to the mat and extend that left foot out to meet your right. On your next round of breath, bring both of your knees in and give them a big hug. Grabbing opposite elbows, gaze is up to the sky. If this feels comfortable, take a gentle sway from left to right, giving a massage on your lower back. This is one of my favorites. Feels so good on my lower back. It's like a light massage. You may go as far as you want to your left or your right. That's comfortable. Some days I wiggle a little, other days I'm completely still. Lean into what feels good for you in this moment. Find a place of stillness. Release your hands back to the mat. And next, extend both of your legs directly in front of you for Savasana. Close your eyes, bring those heels together and toes flat open. Take a round of breath here. Deep inhale through your nose and slow, loving release through your mouth. Feel your body melt into your mat. Enjoy this place of stillness. Feel free to close your eyes if you want. Take one more round of breath here. Your next exhale, got your eyes open. Good job. And next, bend your right knee and then your left. And extend both of your heels up to the sky and flex your feet. Take your 2 fingers, your pointer finger and the finger next to it, your middle finger, and grab either your big toes on opposite side, bringing your elbows in the center of your legs, close to your knees, or you may rest your hands right by your ankle. Lean into what feels good for you in this moment, and be sure that your shoulders aren't lifted off the mat. Happy baby pose. Most of the time when you see babies like this, they are happy. Once you found a comfortable happy baby, on your next inhale, slowly tilt over to the right side and see if your knee makes its way to the ground. Maybe not, maybe it does. On your next exhale, lift back up to center. Take a round of breath in center, allowing your shoulders to melt into your mat. And on your next round of breath, let's do the opposite side, slowly guiding that left knee to the ground. Maybe one side goes deeper than the other, not uncommon. Enjoy and glorify your body for where it is. Take one round of breath in center. On your next round, let's go back on the right side, slowly guiding that right knee to the ground. Leaning into what feels good. On your next exhale, slowly come back up to center. Take one more round of breath here in center. Checking in on your shoulders. Taking a moment to maybe check out your toes and your pedicure job. On your next round of breath, slowly guide that left knee to your mat or the ground. Clearly mine is off of my mat. This time my knee made it all the way to the ground. My next exhale, I'm going to slowly lift up to center. Take a round of breath here, extend your neck. And on an exhale, slowly guide those legs back to your mat, gently, with love, following your breath. Extend both your legs out in front of you. Bring those heels together and allow those toes to flap open. Take this moment to check in on your shoulders to see if they're tucked underneath your body so you can get flush with the mat. Close your eyes. It's Savasana. Being still with lovely, gentle flows, we are able to enjoy all the energy that our bodies move through. Take this time of stillness. Today's flow is dedicated to rest. A nice restorative flow. Find a place of stillness. Allow your body to melt into your mat as we slowly absorb all the energy we just moved through. The last few days, we've introduced some new asanas that had our body moving in some different ways, and perhaps they were new to some of us. Find a place of stillness. Allow your body to melt into your mat as we allow ourselves to absorb all the energy we just moved through. Today's flow is dedicated to restorative practice. The last few days we moved through some different asanas, and perhaps our bodies moved in new and different ways. Today is about being still, allowing our bodies to rest. Feel free to use these asanas either in the morning or right before you go to bed. They're great for rest and relaxation. Take one more round of breath here. Sink into your mat. On your next exhale, slowly wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingertips, and bring awareness back to your body. Give yourself a big smile. Bring your left arm over to the right side of your body as you make your way to your fetal position, bending both of your knees up and turning your body over to your right side. When you're ready, and only when you're ready, slowly use your hands to guide your body up to a comfortable seat right in the center of your mat. And let's close out today's flow. Once you've found your comfortable seat, close your eyes and place your hands on top of your knees. Take a deep inhale and bring your shoulders up by your ears. Exhale and allow them to melt down towards your mat. Bring those hands right in the center of your chest and bring your attention back to your attention. Your why for today's class. I encourage you to use this energy, this flow, and apply it to the rest of your day, your week, or your 2021, whichever serves you the best. Bring those thumbs to rest in the center of your eyebrows, right on your third eye, and give your third eye a gentle massage. You did a great job today on day 21. Way to go. I cannot wait to see you tomorrow on day 22. Namaste. Way to go, fam. We're 22 days in. I can't wait to see you tomorrow.